Hello there, welcome to your weather update from the Met Office. Well, as we go through the rest of the week, it does remain unsettled across the country. Wettest weather always in the west, and for most of us it will be windy at times, especially as we go through Tuesday and Wednesday. Back to the here and now, however, it's fairly quiet out there first thing this evening. Lots of clear skies, so temperatures quickly falling away. A widespread frost, especially northern England, northwards, could even see the odd icy patch. But as the night goes on, we will see this band of rain move in from the west, accompanied by a strengthening southerly wind. So that will start to lift the temperatures as the night goes on. So these are the temperatures we are expecting by the end of the night. So frost generally lifting across most of the country, just maybe lingering across the very far north of Scotland come Tuesday morning. But Tuesday morning, as we head back to work, obviously not so for Scotland here, another bank holiday for you, but for most it's going to be a pretty miserable and wet commute to work. Could just briefly see some sunshine first thing across East Anglia, but that won't last for too long. And then going into the afternoon, this more larger area of rain then moves in. This will turn quite heavy and persistent at times, especially across parts of Wales, northwest England, and especially so across Scotland. We do have a yellow warning coming into force as the afternoon goes on, so we could see some localised flooding here. Quite windy too, but that wind will be coming in from the southwest, so a mild direction, and for most of us temperatures reaching 12 to 13 in the south, and even across the Northern Ireland, southern Scotland could see maximums reaching double figures. So heading home from work, again, it's going to be pretty miserable, lots of spray on the roads in places, so do take a little bit of extra time. But as the night goes on, we will start to see a bit of clearance coming through across parts of Wales and the Midlands, but for most, it's going to remain quite windy and quite wet. But temperature-wise, not really falling much away actually, still staying in double figures in the south, maybe just reaching around 4 to 2 degrees in some parts of Scotland. So going into Wednesday, that first area of rain will clear the south, leaving much of the south actually quite dry with some bright spells. But further north, we're closest to this area of low pressure, so further rain coming in across the very far north of Scotland and showers for Northern Ireland and Northern England. Just keeping a very close eye on later on across the south, we could just see the rain return here, but I'm hopeful for most of the south it should be a dry day on Wednesday, but still a mild one. Temperatures again reaching 12 to 13 in the south and double figures still for Scotland, 10 to 11 degrees. The temperatures tempered somewhat by the strength of the wind, but I think for most it will be feeling fairly mild out there for the time of year. And then as we look ahead to the rest of the working week, Thursday looks like it's going to be another fairly wet and windy day as another area low pressure comes in from the Atlantic. A brief dry interlude then comes through maybe first thing on Friday, but then later on another area of rain works its way into the west. So all in all, quite an unsettled week ahead. So you can always stay up to date on the website for any various warnings, and always check us out on YouTube and our social media channels for the latest video forecasts.